Fury, the rematch against Deontay Wilder. It's so many things have happened since the first fight. But here we are again, and it seems like everything is pretty much the same. You're undefeated, Wilder's undefeated, Joshua has all the belts but one. What has changed for you?
Been defeated.
But at this time, he still has all the other belts. At the time of the first fight, he still had all the belts. So what's the difference for you, at least the setup to this fight and the context in which you're fighting Wilder?
Nothing's different. It's all the same. It's a boxing match. It was a boxing match back then. It's still a boxing match today.
You felt like you got an unfair decision in a boxing match the first time. What is it that you need to do, if anything, to get what you would consider a fair decision if everything's the same?
I need to knock him out, that's it.
Is there something that you saw in the first fight that makes you think you can get to Wilder, land a punch to knock him out? I mean, he wasn't even knocked down in the first fight.
No, but I'm going to knock him out in the second fight. There's nothing I see or he does that I think is going to knock him out, but I'm going to knock him out.
We've heard that Joshua and yourself are going to somewhat team up to spar to prepare for this fight. Has that happened? Is that still in the cards?
They offered hot air as usual. I accepted. They haven't turned up. Take what you want from it. That's it.
Do you expect that to happen when you reach out again? Is that something that you think is important for your camp?
Joshua's nothing like Wilder, but I'd like to bring him over and give him a good hiding anyway. But, they're not going to come, let's face it, they're not going to come over and get beat up in sparring. It was just a stupid offer at a stupid time. Wasn't thinking, I accepted straight away as me being me. And that was it. I don't read into it too much. He ain't coming, simple as. They haven't got the bollocks to turn up and spar. End of.
What sounds like a good offer came from Eddie Hearn, saying that whoever wins this fight, you or Wilder, he's prepared to offer a 50-50 split to fight Anthony Joshua. Is that an offer you'll accept?
I'm not interested in Joshua at the minute. I'm only interested in Deontay Wilder.
The WWE has said if you win this fight, you can fight, I think it's Brock Lesnar or something. Is that what your plans are? Should you be successful and win the WBC Heavyweight Championship?
Months ago, I'm not interested in anything but Deontay Wilder right now. That's it. Once I've knocked him out, then I'll think about WWE, Joshua, writing a second book, dancing on ice with a star, singing another song, whatever. Doesn't really matter. But the only thing that matters right now is Deontay Wilder.
Those are the words and the interview with Tyson Fury. First of all, Tyson Fury, Radio Raheem, shouts out to him from Seconds Out. Was set the platform of how things were similar to yesteryear of 2018 with, Wilder undefeated, Tyson Fury undefeated, Anthony Joshua has the belts. Right away, Tyson Fury immediately counterpunched Radio Raheem. Joshua's been defeated. Joshua was knocked out. He made that clear of what happened and the differences and the changes between 2018 and 2020. Okay. And he also added that, hey, I got to go in there and knock out Deontay Wilder. Shouts out to everybody that was on the live chat. I just finished that. It was a great time. And he said the same thing. He's going in to knock Wilder out in 2 rounds. Okay. And that's going to be the difference. So if it's a knockout, you don't have to worry about cards or corrupt judges or anything. And Joshua's name came up, of course, again, with the sparring. And he was like, well, hey, he offered, I accepted. He ain't coming. He ain't got the balls to. I wish he would come. I could give him a good beating. He ain't going to take a beating like me, from me. He doesn't want that. I wanted him to come, but they ain't showing up. That's it. Make that of it as you will. It wasn't too much shit talk, but he did say that Joshua does not have the bullocks, the balls, to step to the training and spar with him. So that was his counterpunch on Joshua. And also, they asked him about the 50-50 split, about Brock Lesnar with the WWE. And Tyson Fury, I like how he explained it. He said, I'm not focused on anybody else but Wilder. We'll talk about that when the time comes. I don't care about any of that other stuff. We'll talk about it after it's over. You know, and he mentioned the Mayweather defense that he has, the heavyweight Mayweather defense, but he's also using the Mayweather mentality. Mayweather was classic for not even answering and entertaining other fights and other fighters until he got past the fight that was in front of him. Good psychological edge, good particular tactic. It's a good focus tactic. Okay, it's good when you have tunnel vision. You're only worried about one fighter, the fighter that you're going to fight. Damn all the other distractions, because that's exactly what they could be. That just shown that he's learning and he's growing as a fighter. He has one task ahead of him, and that's Deontay Wilder. They can worry about that other stuff when that's over. But this is far from over, because this is almost here, right? So Tyson Fury, I liked how he pulled the Mayweather tactics, the Mayweather mentality, because that's exactly what Mayweather would do. That's one thing I loved about Floyd. We're not going to talk about that. We ain't going to talk about that. You know, I'm talking about Victor Ortiz right now. We're not talking about any of those guys. You know, so that's exactly what Tyson Fury said. But that's his words on it. He really didn't have too much to say during the press conference. The press conference was kind of quaint, to say the least. But anyway, he said that Anthony Joshua don't have the balls. He's not worried about anyone else except Wilder, and he's knocking out Wilder. You guys tell me what you think about Tyson Fury's comments. Of course, please subscribe. And you guys been counterpunched. Peace.